I've actually just bought a protein bar from the shop, and it tastes amazing, but it's got all kinds of different rubbish in there. It's full of sugar, it's full of fat in there, whereas all the Ultra stuff's like really natural, isn't it? Be as focused as I can, be in a routine, eat as healthy as I can, but still you need to like live your life and try and enjoy yourself as well.
So every now and then you'll have gravy and chips?
Every now and again I go for chips and gravy. This weekend I did actually, but like today's Monday, so we're straight back on eating healthy, living clean, getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, getting enough protein, getting enough supplements in your diet to recover and do the right thing as well. Try and get a sleep in the daytime.
Oh, daytime sleep?
I try to, yeah. I think it's really healthy. My career heaviest at the moment. I'm like 120 kilos at the moment.
So you have over 2 grams per kilo every day? Yeah?
If I don't have protein, I don't feel anywhere near as recovered as I do when I do have protein. So it's really important when you're training hard, especially twice a day, you need to have that protein in your diet, and obviously the supplements help a lot. You can get a lot from food, but there's only, when you're a bigger guy and you need more protein, there's only a certain amount that you can get from food.
Only so many chickens you can eat in a day, right?
There's only so many chickens. The convenience of shakes is, obviously, it's way easier to get in your system.
So you can buy cheap pea protein that tastes like peas.
Yes.
And it's not very nice at all.
Yeah.
Or you can buy really nice stuff that's really well manufactured that tastes nothing like peas.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to make a milkshake, you want something to taste more like milk. If you're trying to make pea and ham soup, you want something to taste like peas.
Yeah.
So we tend to cost us a little bit more, but we buy really good quality product. If it's been refined to that extent, you've got a really nice refined pea protein.
Ultra approached me about getting involved. At first I was a bit unsure, because obviously white collar boxing and white collar MMA, some other organisations, is quite a bit questionable in my view. And we took it over, and it was really successful. And the great thing about it was that on the fight night, and I'm the head coach, and genuinely, every fight could have gone either way. You know, because I think the biggest thing with Ultra for me, the matching it up fair. We had a show only a couple of weeks ago. Genuinely, absolutely genuinely, some of the fights, the standard, the matchup, the entertainment was better than some other amateur shows.
Exactly what I said. Every time I go, I really enjoyed it. And got to be safe.
It's got to be safe.
And that's what, in my opinion, that's what like a lot of local shows are missing. Is they're forgetting like the safety aspect. Like this is a dangerous sport. Like I say, I've been to a few Ultra MMA events, and it's like every time they matched up really well.
Whereas in the Ultra, we're really on top of it being safe. You know, this is all about having a fantastic experience. You know, you're raising money for cancer research. You know, you can have a great experience. Like, no one's going to take someone's head off and walk on with it. It's not that. It's not about that. It's about training together, like helping each other, making some new friends. A lot of people will come and they're quite unfit. By the end of the training, like, you know, the fitness has improved. They've come down a couple of kilos in their weight, and you know, they've improved generally all over their body, like, you know, their movement and their balance and their fitness.
Where some people, they train for like 5 years, they don't compete, and then they don't know if they can or not, and then they do it and then they realise they don't like it. Whereas with the Ultra, it's like, first day, boom, you're in a competition, in front of a crowd, see if you like it or not, and I think that's the best way to get into it personally. Some of the gloves, they cut off a little bit too soon, in my opinion, so especially with people inexperienced and they're like pouring out and stuff.
Absolutely. And
you have to be careful, obviously, the eye pokes, fingers going in the mouth and up, but the Ultra ones, the Ultra gloves are a little bit more over kind of the second layer of knuckles, so your hands are a bit more like this, so it's good for the boxer, it's also good for the grappler as well, because you can still extend your hands and grapple, but it prevents this kind of eye poke, face poke kind of stuff. I definitely take part in Ultra MMA because me personally, I'm like into testing myself. So if I'm just like a guy working in an office or working on a building site, whatever, and I want to go down that path and try MMA, the first thing I want to do is I want to test myself. First thing straight away, can I compete? That's the ultimate question when you're doing MMA. There's great people in the gym, there's people doing big things in the gym, but can you compete in the lights? That's the biggest question. Even just all Ultra sports are just making for charity, like, it's brilliant.
I think it's around 25 million, something like that.
It's just growing and growing. You just can't even keep up with it.
More, 28 million, 30 million pounds, something like that for charity, you know, for cancer research.
There's literally nothing negative coming out of it. It's like they're testing themselves, they're getting themselves fitter, mental health's getting better, and they're raising money for charity. Like, it ticks, basically, there's nothing negative about it. It ticks every like positive
And in a
box.
safe environment as well.
Exactly.
Can I just say something, right? Because Tom, this is typical Tom. He spoke to me on the phone yesterday, right? And he goes, "I'm not cooking. I'm not wearing a baker's hat, whatever." And within 3 minutes of being here, he's asked for a pink apron.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at it.
You look alright?
Yeah, you look beautiful.
Yeah, I eat a lot.
How many calories? Hit me. Not actually, please don't.
4,500 a day.
You're joking me. That's what Annetta eats in a week.
It doesn't look great, actually. It doesn't look great so far. Why is new Ultra Nutrition good for baking?
I found it to be really good for baking. It has no additives. It's all natural, which is kind of in line with our products basically. Take that spoon then. A lot of proteins on the market as well. You don't really, if you put them in something like a brownie or a flapjack or something like that, you'll find that the product just falls apart. And to be fair, it stabilises really nicely. So yeah, bakes lovely.
Is that right, Stuart? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
it is. Yeah.
Scott, give me a break here.
He's not in his natural habitat, okay?
Right, so what makes a good protein brownie?
I mean, to me, I think the best thing that makes a protein brownie is if you can't tell the difference, right?
Oh, between a regular one and a protein?
Yeah,
I agree.
definitely. I mean, from your point of view, you're somebody that is constantly training and constantly in the gym and probably having to eat a certain amount of food a day. And if I could give you something that didn't taste like it was as good for you as meant to be, give that a little stir. I think that would kind of be the idea of it. You need to.
Oh, this is a lot of effort.
You've
got to give it some.
Right, okay,
Go on,
wait.
you show me.
Right, okay, so hold it in your hand like that, scrape it around.
Have you ever thrown an elbow before?
No.
See, I love elbow.
No, I've never thrown an elbow
This is going
before.
to sound weird, but
Okay.
I absolutely love to elbow someone. Shall I show you how to throw an elbow?
Yeah, go on then.
Stand with your left foot.
Are you actually going to hurt me?
No, right,
Yeah.
step with your left foot forward like
Left foot
this.
forward, okay.
Like, come
Like
square
that?
on. Put your hands like this.
Like this?
Comes over, but you need to turn your hand like into your chest like that. You don't really want
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You want like this. So it
Oh,
like slices it a bit.
relax it, and then kind of.
That's it, that's perfect.
Oh.
That's perfect. It actually felt like my wrist.
Yeah.
Pretty good. That's
Okay,
good.
I feel like I've just hurt somebody. That's wonderful.
This, and you can kind of see what we do to work towards the Ultra MMA events, the UWCB, we do ballroom, we do all kinds of things, and obviously the Ultra Nutrition.
How many events a year is it?
We do about 400 events every year in total, so that's about 300 boxing, actually more than 400, about 300 boxing shows every year. We do about 20 comedies, about 10 ballroom, and then about 100 MMA, so more like 450 every year.
Is the most common thing to do boxing generally?
At the minute, boxing is, yes. So we started doing the boxing events in 2009, that's what we started with. In March 2017, we raised £747,000 for cancer research in 1 month. And then the following year we raised £850. And then we did, added in the ballroom and the comedy, and we raised £950. And in 2020, March 2020, we were on track to hit the £1 million when COVID happened.
Well, yeah, then the pandemic went.
Yeah, everything stopped. So we're aiming next March to do £1 million in March. So that's very much the target. Thursday, the stuff will go out. We'll run like 30 shows on a Saturday night. Monday, Tuesday, it all comes back in here, clean sorted, back on the shelves Wednesday, and then Thursday it goes back out all over the country.
Wow.
For example, we've got 30 shows on a Saturday night. Everyone needs a ticket scanner, so we've got I think about 50 ticket scanners, and then the ticket scanners go out, come back in. Boxing matches, all MMA bouts, everything gets filmed on GoPros. So we've got 45 GoPros, some of them have gone out at the minute, they all come back in, and then Billy, who's standing there, doing some little behind the scenes bit, Billy edits them. Tommy just asked if anyone's taken part. Pretty much everyone here has taken part at some point, either in the boxing, Billy's done the MMA, some of the stuff has done the ballroom, I've done the boxing and the Kilimanjaro, a couple of stuff done Kilimanjaro, so everyone does it, and we all kind of, the stuff we ask people to do, we all do ourselves.
Something that I've noticed when I go to the events, it's always like shirt and tie. Is that across the board? That's every event?
Yes, not the comedy, but everything else. It's all trousers, shoes, shirt and tie, minimum standard. And for me, that it's a night out.
How many people take part per year across all the events?
Over 20,000, so over 20,000 every year.
Yeah.
Over 100,000 people have taken part in the boxing alone.
Wow.
For the boxing, so I used to teach fitness classes. So that's the poster from the fitness classes I used to teach. So I used to teach fitness classes in a nightclub. So you'd have boxing bags up, DJ playing, all the sound and light going, like you were raving in a nightclub, and we'd be teaching a boxing class. And from that in 2009, led on to doing a boxing event, and then that developed into doing all these boxing and MMA and ballroom dancing and comedy events. It all pretty much started from